Alright everyone, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog, here to answer some of your burning questions. So without any further ado, let's get this question and answer video rolling. You're asking about my green tunic? Yeah, Link let me borrow it when I was in Hyrule. He's a pretty cool guy. As for how often I wear it, well, I try to rock it from time to time, especially when I feel like being fashionable and adventurous. Next question is, do you like Amy? Well, let me tell you, Amy is quite something. She's always been there for me, supporting me on all my adventures. And, I gotta admit, she's grown on me over the years. She's feisty, determined, and has a heart of gold. So yeah, I guess you could say I like Amy. Why do I have an AI voice, huh? Good question. Well, let me tell you, having an AI voice just makes things a bit easier for me. It helps me communicate quicker and more efficiently. Plus, it's kind of funny to hear myself in a robotic voice. It adds a bit of quirkiness to my already charming nature. Why do I bother driving a car when I can run faster than light, you ask? Well, it's simple, my friend. Not all my adventures take place in wide open spaces where I can run free. Sometimes, I gotta get from point A to point B quickly, and a car is just more convenient. Plus, who doesn't love the thrill of driving a fast car, right? So there you have it. Sometimes even the fastest thing alive needs a good old automobile. Oh, a question about my favorite friends, eh? Well, buckle up. Because I've got a lot of great friends, and they're all special to me in their own way. But if I had to choose just one favorite, I'd have to say Tails. He's my little sidekick, my buddy, and my brother from another mother. We've been through thick and thin together, and I trust him with my life. So yeah, Tails is my numero uno. My favorite Sonic characters, huh? Well, that's a tough question, because I have a lot of love for all my friends. But if I had to pick a few, the list would definitely include Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and of course, Eggman, just because he's so much fun to banter with. Oh, and how could I forget Blaze? She's a badass powerhouse and a great friend. Who's my least favorite Sonic character? Well, that's a tough one to answer, as I try to find the good in everyone. But if I had to pick, I'd say, maybe Metal Sonic. I know, he's just a robotic version of me, but he can be quite the pain in my ass. Always trying to one-up me and all. Still, I gotta give credit where credit's due. He's a formidable foe. What programs and services do I use to make my videos? Well, let me tell ya. I use a combination of video editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro to create my content. For recording, I use OBS Studio to capture gameplay footage and Audacity for audio recording. For graphics and animation, I use After Effects and Photoshop. And of course, I use YouTube to host and share my videos with the world. Oh man, you're asking if Tails is a boy or a girl? Well, let me set the record straight. Tails is a boy, no doubt about it. He's my little buddy and sidekick, and definitely male. So there you have it. Tails is male, end of story. Sonic X Shadow Generations? Well, I gotta say, it does have a certain ring to it. It's certainly catchy. As for whether it's a valid name or not, I guess it depends on who you ask. Personally, I like it. It's got a nice epic feel to it. So sure, I'd say Sonic X Shadow Generations is a valid name. Even though I'm the fastest thing alive, yep, I sometimes drive a car. Look, just because I have this awesome speed doesn't mean I can't enjoy a nice drive occasionally. Sometimes I just want to sit back, relax, and cruise down the road. Plus, it's a lot easier to have a conversation when you're not going Mach speed. So yeah, I may be the fastest thing alive, but even I enjoy a good car ride every now and then. Do I like the ship of me and Tails? Well, let's just say it ain't my cup of tea. I care about Tails a lot, don't get me wrong. But I see him more as my little buddy and sidekick, not as a romantic partner. He's more like a brother to me. So no, I don't really ship myself with Tails. But hey, to each their own, right? Do I like my rivalry with Shadow? Well, let me tell ya. It's a love-hate relationship, that's for sure. On one hand, it's great to have someone who can challenge me and push me to be better. On the other hand, Shadow can be quite the pain in my backside. But at the end of the day, I gotta respect him, warts and all. So yeah, I'd say I like our rivalry. It keeps things interesting, for sure. Do I like Sonidao? Well, I'm flattered that fans love to ship me with Shadow, but it's not something I personally ship. Like I said before, I see Shadow as more of a rival than a romantic partner. But hey, the fandom is free to ship whoever they want, right? As long as it makes them happy, who am I to judge? Kick Butowski, huh? Well, let me tell you, that kid is a riot. He's got a rebellious streak a mile wide, and he's always getting into hilarious shenanigans. Watching him skate through his adventures is pure entertainment. Plus, I gotta admit, his determination and carefree attitude remind me of a younger version of myself. So yeah, I like Kick Buttowski. He's a cool kid. Mario, eh? Well, let me tell you, me and Mario have crossed paths a few times. We're both iconic video game characters after all. But do we hang out often? Not really. We're both pretty busy with our own adventures. Occasionally, we team up for some epic crossover games, like the Olympics and such. But when it comes to leisure time, we usually stick to our own friends and activities. But I gotta say, hanging out with Mario would be a real hoot. And that wraps up all the questions for this question and answer video. Thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. I had a blast answering your questions, so thanks for tuning in. Until next time, amigos. Take care, and see you in the next one. Bye!